The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the 1st down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as...
The Titans offense and their running back getting set for this next... They'll begin here on the ground. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. Right back to him on 1st down. Not much there, a yard or 2 down to the 48. Jabril Peppers up from his safety spot to bring him down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the toss, they'll run. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Titans. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike.
The Titans offense and their running back set to go once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Levis. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Into space at the 45. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Titans offense and their running back. Levis to throw it here on 1st down. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Levis. They'll look to set up the screen here. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down. Levis. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Tennessee. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his 3rd touchdown of the night.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain...
This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And as we look at the... On 1st down, Levis. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Levis to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a Titans first down. They needed 3. They got 6. Enough for the 4th down conversion.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. 4th down. Is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play. And fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Just under 2 minutes to play on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to see this one wrap up after this. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he will score again. Touchdown, Titans. That's it. That's the Super Bowl record. A game to remember. His 4th touchdown of the night.
And that's exactly...
Commissioner Roger Goodell set to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Tennessee Titans, the champions of Super Bowl 62. So that'll do it for another spectacular season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Greg Olson, and our entire crew, I'm Mike Tirico. We'll do it again come the fall. Till then, so long from the Super Bowl.